That's going to be a good one. I mean, I'm excited for Korean to be back. You know, that was 2 years sacrifice that he made for his country. That's huge. You know, that's a thing that you can't take from the guy. And so he's always put on tough fights, but I'm definitely I'm gonna go with Bermudez just because it's hard to come off the shelf 2 years and to come back. But you know, if anyone could do it, you know, Korean Zombie's tough mentally. It seems like, you know, he's had this fight. He's over here trying to pop his shoulder back into place in the middle of the fight. You know that he's tough. You know he's gonna come forward and fight. So I wouldn't be shocked if he won, but I'm gonna stick with Bermudez on that one.
I got Bermudez. You know, I think his style and Korean Zombie's coming back after a while. So yeah, I got Bermudez.
I always liked the Korean Zombie. It's just, you know, everybody knows him, and but you know, he's got great skill, and it's good to see him back. So that's a tough one to call. I'm gonna go Zombie.
I have to pick my boy Bermudez. You know what I mean? He's a cool guy. I've trained with him. If I say Korean Zombie, you're gonna have to deal with shit tomorrow when I go in there. So, no, I think Bermudez. You know, Korean Zombie, I don't know how he's gonna be. He just did all his military stuff. Has he been training enough for it? Is he really ready for it? He took a little, you know, Cruz says, you know, it doesn't matter if you have time off, but everybody's a little different. Some people it doesn't matter like him, and some people it does. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50. So I'm gonna go with Bermudez no matter what, though. Anyway, on it.
I'll go with Korean Zombie. I think I'll submit him.
Oh, Korean Zombie. I love that guy, man. He's fun to watch. He just keeps coming and taking it. But from a skill perspective, I think, you know, Dennis, you know, that guy's, you know, his wrestling, his striking, his athletic ability, it's going to be hard to overcome. Like, you can be the toughest guy in the world, but you can only take so much, you know. And I'm always going to go with the more skilled opponent. I think that's Dennis, you know.
Korean Zombie. Submission. Beats him into a submission, something like Poirier when he fought Poirier.
Korean Zombie is one of my favorite fighters, and I don't know, man, a lot of ring rust, but I'm always pulling for him.
Bermudez, big time. I think, you know, that's a tough task for Korean Zombie to come back and fight Dennis Bermudez after a 2-year layoff or 2.5 or however long it is. That's rough. And Bermudez is such a strong wrestler. I think if he gets it to the ground, or I think he'll try to strike with Korean Zombie, but if he takes him down, I don't think Zombie's ground game is good enough to get the finish. He may threaten some stuff, but I mean, Dennis Bermudez is a high-level college wrestler who's been doing jiu-jitsu for some years now. So I think, you know, there's a couple ways he can win this fight for sure.
And I like the Korean Zombie. I know he's been on a long layoff, but so has Dennis Bermudez. I think that the Korean Zombie is tops of the division, and I would love to see him get right back in there, get a win against a very, very tough Dennis Bermudez, and carry on. I think that he's just a more well-rounded fighter. Bermudez has power, he can wrestle, but the Korean Zombie has scrambles, submission. He also has power in his hands as well. So it should be a very exciting matchup, but I'm picking the Korean Zombie.